Hey there everybody, it's Raven. Welcome to another Locals commentary video. This time we have me on the right playing Imperial, and we have Josh on the left playing 7 Demon Lords. I think this matchup can go pretty well in Imperial's favor, but there is sometimes the Demon Lords kind of just, as with any other matchup, can kind of just take control of the game. So we'll go ahead and we'll see how it plays out. I know the answer, of course, because I played it, but we have Josh starting us off. He goes Demon Lord, he goes Gate, and then plays Lucamon. Amazing, phenomenal turn 1. He's going to grab Chaos Mode, put the rest in his trash, setting it up, putting in one name in there, and just being able to kind of take aggression later on, being able to next turn get another search off is great. I hatch Demi-Vmon, Digivolve Demi-V into Worm, Worm into Sting, and then I play a Duo Tamer. This is also a phenomenal start play, being able to set up for a DNA next turn. We see Gate, we see Lucamon search, we hatch Yggdrasil underneath, so we're one name ahead already. Yggdrasil, or Lucamon search, grabbed something I was unfortunately unable to see, trashes another 7-Great Demon Lord traded card, and throws a option underneath. And then speaking of options, we're going to go ahead and play the Descent of the 7-Great Demon Lords, putting a Chaos Mode underneath. I'll go ahead and promote Stingmon out, play Wormmon off the Davis and Ken, reveal and pick up a Imperialdramon and a Davis Ken, and then I'm going to go ahead and DNA, baby. We're going to Digivolve into an XV, gain the memory, nothing there, and then I'm kind of just like, well, we'll just go ahead and start swinging, right? I'll draw one card, I'll unsuspend technically during my attack, but it doesn't matter that much, and he can't destroy me because he doesn't have enough cards in trash. I'll swing again, live the attack to the Leviathan with jamming, and now, right, I think my best play is to choke him as much as I can, and then I set him to 1 memory. Even though Dragon Mode's there, I don't have to worry about the Gate or the Descent spinning anything out this turn. The Chaos Mode that I know is there, because he's just going to be, he just has something to delete. Creepymon here is going to target my Dragon Mode. I'm going to partition, and then he will mill 6 cards, which is still, you know, pretty good. Hitting 4 names of Missed Memory Boost and a Digimon Emperor. And I'm going to go ahead and start us off, and I have, you know, I elect to pass on my Davis and Ken, but here, right, I get a gain 2 memory, and then I'm up to 7 without committing anything to the board. And if it dies, such as to this Biting Crush, which it is going to, I'm just going to partition out again. And do I have another partition boy? Sure do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to gain another memory, go up to 7. We'll swing, unsuspend, swing, and then this time I unfortunately, quote unquote, unfortunately, don't have the ability to do what I need. We'll Digivolve for we'll Digivolve for 3 into Dragon Mode. I can't unsuspend, unfortunately. I believe I have a Fighter Mode in hand that I should have used whenever I swung with my second check with Pyeel. But I think I was a little bit scared, but it would have won me the game. I don't think it matters too much. We're going to go ahead and play down another Davis Ken. We're going to see Josh start of his main phase. The Creepymon is going to attempt to be deleted. Creepymon's on deletion. He's going to tuck a Leviathan underneath it, and then with the Gate itself, he's going to go ahead and tuck underneath a Barbamon. That's going to trigger the Descent, and he's going to go ahead and play out the Leviathan, and he's going to pop my Imperial. That's going to pop my highest level. Then he can pop my lowest level, and he's going to choose which one to pop. He's going to pop Stingmon. He'll gain 2 memory off of that, going up to 6 total. Pretty good. I'm kind of looking through his trash here, trying to figure out if he has an Oguda play lined up. Even though he doesn't have enough names for the Oguda stuff, he's going to play down the Chaos Mode, and I have already seen, right, that I don't need my setter anymore. I am presenting 2 attacks next turn, and as long as I can get through everything, it should be fine. I think that XVmon dies here. It doesn't. It just gets de-digivolved. And then we're going to see him digivolve into a Death X, but it doesn't do anything. I'm promoting. I'm going to do some searching, but at the end of the day, you know, I already have game here. I'm double checking to make sure there's nothing crazy going on in trash, but I don't think that there's going to be. Nothing wrong with being extra sure on cam. Play out a Wormmon for free, where I think we're still going to go for a DNA, even though I don't need to. We'll digivolve for free. Seeing I don't have an ability, I'm just going to I just kind of was able to get to the races, hitting 2. The best thing that happened to me in that game is that I hit 2 options in security while I had the partition stacks. If I had the other DNA targets, that series of plays would have been so much worse. I would have been so much further behind. But since I was able to, they was deleted twice, I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to DNA again. Okay, cool, I'm going to DNA again. Right, it just allowed me to just really progress outwards. I think Josh is going to elect to go first again. I don't think that's a terrible idea, but he also might elect, I can't remember. It's been about a week or so since we've recorded these. I can't remember exactly what he's going to do, but I can see him wanting to go first because I think Demon Lord really loves to go first to get his egg set up as quickly as possible, but I know Josh as a player really enjoys going second to get that extra card draw, especially in decks that usually have some issues. I'm going to send back a mulligan, you know, don't open something playable, and then I'm going to go ahead and set up my security, and Josh is going to indeed start us off. He's going to go Gate. We're going to play a Seal, discard Beals, draw 2. Great start as well, right? Not as good as a Lucamon start turn 1, but something. We're going to go same play as last time. We're going to Digivolve in the back, and then we're going to play out Davis. So unfortunately, we're only able to get a blue card, and it's a rookie, which I probably don't need right now, but it is what it is. Hatch another gate, tuck the Beals after we destroy the CL, and now we're trying to figure out what we want to do here. We see both a CL and a Lucamon and a Miss Memory Boost, and I would also agree with this play here. He plays out the Lucamon. We're going to grab the Lilith, trashing the rest of the cards, drawing here, and then now I have to figure out if I have lethal, or the combo, which I don't. We're going to go ahead and Digivolve into Stingmon and play out a Davis Ken, you know, just to be able to guarantee that maybe next turn I'll have it. I don't know what I'm asking about here. Oh, here it is that I realized in game 1, I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to pause my video here. I realized in game 1 that Josh was destroyed. I didn't mention it in the last game because I was trying to catch up with how I was talking. Josh wasn't doing his Lucamon effect before his gate effect, so he was missing out on a search, and so I made sure to point it out to him this game. I'm like, hey man, you know, it's round 1, we're talking, we're playing. I want to make sure that you know this moving forward because it's a very crucial part of this deck. You always want to make sure you're getting that extra search because at worst, it's 3 extra cards in your trash, which your deck really likes the number of cards in your trash. I was like, make sure that you're hitting this because it gives you an extra search and helps you better make sure your hand isn't completely hellbent since they're both starting main effects. So we do that, we get that figured out, and we count the number of cards. We only are at 4, so he has a total toss reduction right now of 6, I believe, with that Yggdrasil still hiding in there. So he's kind of a little bit awkward not knowing exactly what to slam down. If I was him, you know, it feels terrible to slam it down, but either the CL or the Memory Boost. Probably the Memory Boost because my deck is super good about choking. He does play down the CL. We're going to see him pitch out a Sleep Mode to draw 2 cards. Sure. I'm going to get set to 3. Do I have combo? I see the XV in hand, but do I have the ability to play it out? And I do. We're going to go play out V off Davis and Ken. We're going to Digivolve for 1 into XV, and then it appears that I do not have a Imperialdramon, which is really, really good for Josh here. I swing, try to get an extra card draw, die in security with my Stingmon, and then I go ahead and pick up some cards. Playing out another Searcher Vmon that I drew off of my draw. We're going to see Josh hatch another gate, put a Sleep Mode under it, and now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total different names, so he's able to reduce the cost by 9. No, 12. I can't count today, guys. We'll see you play the Beals for free. I'll be Digivolved, and then he's gonna hit Deathslinger. I also talked to him about his choice of Deathslinger. I understand the idea of Deathslinger being able to gain you a memory, but I think that Demon Lords doesn't need the memory whenever it's milling cards. It needs its recursion. So I really recommend if he goes on Rival's Barrage instead. I think that helps clear out a lot of the issues in some later playtesting that I had done with him. We see him trying to figure out what he wants to do. He could go for a swing, but hitting a swing, going at my security, which he does, you know, always has the tendency of maybe hitting a Tamer, which isn't great. But we're going to go ahead and hit the Descent here. We're going to go ahead and slot a Barbamon underneath, and if this if this Beals is returned, it'll be a bit of a problem. But I go ahead and pick up my promo Vmon at the end of my turn, at the end of his turn, because even though I Digivolved it, it was de-Digivolved. And you've got to see me pop it off here. We're going to do some Digivolving. Here, we're going to be able to go Digivolve for 2 into Sting, Digivolve for 2 into XV, and then we'll go ahead and I did pick up off of the Search. I picked up the Pyeel. We'll suspend here. None of his Digivolve can unsuspend. Doesn't matter in this deck matchup. We're going to swing, unsuspend, swing again. I draw no cards because I don't have any draw inherits, but that's not the end of the world here. I'm double checking how the wording works on the removal, if it is bounced or if it is exclusively just deletion, like how that works. I Digivolve into Dragon Mode again. I'm just going to sit out on it, right? We're going to see Josh tuck a Chaos Mode and a Levia X between the Gate effect and the Beals effect, and we're going to see him pass, maybe? No, he is going to use the Descent. Good. Descent here, he's trying to figure out what the best target here is, and he hits the Beals, which I also think is great. He de-Digivolves me twice, which is wonderful. It puts me down to an XV, and then he goes ahead and clears out the stack. I think it's a really slick little play. The problem is that I am really well set up here to just continue to do exactly what I just did. You even see the hidden potential discovered in my hand. And here Josh goes again, mills another 4 cards with the Beals, swings with the Beals with Rush. I get another Davis and Ken, but Maybe we'll see... Oh, he plays a Digimon Emperor. This does slow me down quite a bit. Not being able to push out right now is going to mean that there could be issues if I didn't have exactly 2 Davis and Kens. So I'm able to search first, I'm able to pick up the piece that I'm missing, and then I'm able to Digivolve into the piece that I'm not missing off of the BT16 Wormmon. Card is so good. We're going to DNA Digivolve, blue on top of green, gain 2 memory, gain 4 total memory, suspend everything. We're going to swing with the Imperialdramon, unsuspend, live with jamming. He hits a Descent here, and then since a Digimon Emperor was played, I'm able to possibly... Oh, I must not have a Dragon Mode in hand, because if I did have Dragon Mode, I'd be able to suspend down the Digimon Emperor and then swing for game. But we see me Digivolve for 2 into a Stingmon in the back, just to kind of prevent that Emperor from doing some stuff to me later. We're trying to figure out what to play out, and then I'm going to choke him to 1, just playing out a Vmon. We're going to see both Beelzemons tuck something underneath the gate. We're going to see a Descent and a Beels itself. Or we're going to see 2 Beelzes, and then off of the gate, we're going to see the Descent. Okay, you have to place a Digimon card with the effects of the Digimon, right? And then Descent, we'll play out the Beels, will Digivolve me twice. I'll go down to a Wormmon. Beelzemon here, I don't think is enough, though. I did choke him to 1, even if he goes up to 3. I'm currently representing 3 attacks. A Creepymon here would be really, really strong, but I don't know if it's enough because I do have the 2 Tamers on the side. Creepymon will play out and pop the Wormmon. I'm counting the number of cards in deck because Josh is running incredibly low, and I don't think we've seen an Agudamon. Well, never mind. I know that I am dead on board now, so I have to be able to play around super effectively. I think that what I would have liked Josh to have seen here is, instead of popping my Wormmon with the sources, I would have liked to have been able to see... I would have liked him to have popped the unsuspended Vmon and taken an attack off board, and then attack over the other one with his Beelzemon. That way he's barked off my entire board. Yes, I can play out 2 more guys. It probably doesn't matter, but it does give him a little bit of a better chance of being able to stay in this game. Seeing that Ogudo right there does mean that if I die on my turn, it's just over. And we see him, he has 30 cards in trash. I trash all of my security, but he sets me to 1. I unsuspend and draw a promote. I do my start of main effects here, or I don't even do my start of main. I Digivolve for 1, go into a Pyeel, suspend both of them down, and swing for game. So that is that. I take the set. Oh, I paused a little bit too early. Good game. Cool. I take the set 2-0. Very, very good set. I think it shows a lot of why Imperial is as strong as it is, and is only going to get better in this weekend whenever BT17 comes out. So if you guys like the video, make sure you subscribe, do all that fun YouTuber mumbo jumbo stuff. But until then, I'll see you guys around. Or sure.